right? But the pertinent question which we need to ask and try to answer through this webinar is cement really cyclical, which is the normal conception in the market? So let me put some data. I'm just sharing with you some of the price charts. This is Shree Cement over last 15 years. Ultratech. This is JK Cement. This is Ramco. Now let's come to some of the matrix. If you see here, this sales CAGR for these four companies. For Shree Cement, for the last 8 years, 12% CAGR. For Ultratech, it is for 10 years. Last 10 years, 12.6%. Similarly, for JK, Ramco, you can see. Similarly, look at the EBITDA and net profit CAGR. Just look at the net profit CAGR. In case of, say, JK Cement, it's 27% CAGR for the last 10 years. And even in case of Ramco, it is 21% CAGR. Any cyclical company, and look at the stock price CAGR. And this stock CAGR is all last 10 years, not 5 years or 3 years or 7 years. All these four companies have given compounded annual return in excess of 20% for last 10 years. So I'm not talking about just one company, the leader of the industry. I'm talking about four companies here. Even there are other companies also which have given really good return. Okay, but just for the sake of understanding, I've just taken four companies here. So when companies are performing over a long period of time, not just in terms of stock CAGR, but also in terms of sales, EBITDA, and net profit, you should try to ask this question or try to question the age-old belief that it is a cyclical company. Why you should question? Compare it with any other cyclical company, like, say, any kind of commodity like sugar, or say metals like iron ore or steel. If you go to their balance sheet and see, you will find the margins going really high during the up cycle and then going down during the down cycle. They even run in huge losses during downturns, right? And you know how the metal companies had a really tough time over the last 7-8 years when the cycle was down, right? But that was not the case with most of the cement players, right? And mind you, we'll cover this in subsequent slides in detail. These sales, EBITDA and net profit, not sales, actually EBITDA and net profit are actually, these are accounting profit. But when you look from plant perspective, these are much better. So from ROE, if you say, for example, you look at the ROE, the accounting ROE may not look very attractive to you. But cement as a sector is a sector where you have to constantly invest in new capacity, which basically depress your accounting ROE. But if you calculate their ROE or return ratios plant by plant, then those return ratios are really good. That is how they have been able to perform well. And that is why, see, there is some wisdom in the market force. If companies are performing year on year for a 10-year period with such a good performance of, say, 32% or 40%, not one, not two, but four companies. In fact, not just four, there are 6-7 companies which have performed more than 20% CAGR over the last 10 years. That should really upset you and let you think more on this thing. And that is what happened with our team when we looked at these numbers, right? So cement is a commodity. Cement has seasonality, but cement is not cyclical.